My name's Guy Kestivan, and today I'm riding the scorching single track of Ilkley Moor in Yorkshire on Cotic's brand new Flare. This is the shortest travel, smallest wheel suspension bike in Cotic's Droplink range. But I can tell you now, from having ridden it this morning, what it lacks in wheel travel and wheel size, by God, it makes up for in sheer, flat out, synapse reactive, instant gratification, grin on your face fun. So, what is the Cotic Flare? It's the latest introduction to the Droplink suspension range, but the fact it's the last on the schedule means that you actually get a bunch of benefits that Cotic have only just introduced. It's made by 5-land bikes, so you're getting a Reynolds 853 custom tubed mainframe, hand built in Scotland. Plus, there's a load of other nice touches about that. It's manganese galvanised for corrosion protection. The logo is actually painted on, die cut and masked. So again, durability is superb. And all the CNC allied pieces like the shock mounts, the linkages, are made by Superstar in Lincolnshire. So apart from the Taiwanese back end, this is a pretty patriotic frame. And obviously designed and conceived in Calver in the Peak District by Cy and his crew. So if you like your bike to be patriotic, then this is a great choice. But what you should really choose this bike is, this is so much fun. Sorry, I was going to do a long paint by numbers introduction here. I haven't even talked about the geometry, but what's standing out already is this thing just loves a tight turn. Loves to get that big Camelbak bent in, short stem. It's not crazy slack, 66-degree head, but it is super long. So you've got that 490mm reach on this large. An 853 is a steel that actually gets stronger as it's welded. So the actual structural strength is pretty awesome as well, which is good because this bike encourages you to ride like an absolute loon, even if you've only ever ridden this trail once before. Whoa, hello. Damn it. Has proved there. But it's amazing how much control and traction this Cane Creek shock and Droplink suspension pulls out of 125mm of stroke, together with this steel frame and these new generation WTP tyres. The warmth and connection through this frame is just fantastic. It is a joy to play around on. Properly get your knee down, get those bars over, and because you're not losing it all in a massive load of travel, you feel so involved and so kind of rewarded by it. So 29er is faster and smoother. I've ridden Cotic Rocket Max and it's insane. Cotic are right, you would be faster on the Rocket, but then it's not always about speed and Strava. Sometimes it's just about skis and enjoyment and survival in a post-apocalyptic landscape like this, where every metre should be maximum fun. And although I've said that about the speed, yeah, this is a quick machine. It picks up really quickly through the pedals with this hub wheel upgrade on with a really fast reacting free hub. It's so agile, and while that, whoa, and I'm glad I've got reasonable volume tyres on and I'm hitting sniper rocks like that. 2.5 front, 2.4 rear, it'll max out at 2.6, but this is just a really nice balance of carcass feel, suspension feel, and the natural, oh hello, didn't pre-ride that properly, and that natural feel you get from the steel mainframe, all just coming together. And when it's slow speed like that, you're pretty glad it's only a 66 up front, nothing slacker, because you've got that agility. Yes, you have to keep your wits about you, but the reward for keeping those wits about you is so good, so invigorating. This is the kind of bike for people who deliberately want to bring a knife to a gunfight just to show off those knife skills. This is the Jason Statham of trail bikes. And it shows that steel definitely isn't in the expendable ranks just yet. Woo! And as you can see, you know, over rocky stuff like the aptly named Rocky Valley, there's more work for you to do with a 27.5 compared to, especially a short travel one, compared to a 29er, which maybe, well, definitely roll over these sections a little faster, a little smoother, but it's that need to pop and shape the bike, and the fact it does it so well that makes it so fun and rewarding to ride. And that ride feel certainly isn't accidental either. You know, Si's taken a long time tuning these DZB tube sets, this oval form top tube, to get just the right amount of stiffness, but compliance is the chassis. And this bike, just because there's not so much suspension or wheel hiding it, I'd say it's probably the clearest example, certainly on the suspension bikes, of just how good this tube set feels. It really is showing what steel can do to its absolute best. And in the same way that steel ride quality isn't accidental, neither is the overall bike performance. And this is a slightly custom tweaked gold XT package. So comes with the Cane Creek helm fork, which is absolutely swollen. It's so good, absolutely superb, super plush, very adjustable, but just gloriously composed yet supple high traction fork. And the fact it's not your main brand kind of syncs nicely with the whole Cotic ethos. They've been working with Cane Creek for ages in a kind of let's get the underdogs to overperform alliance. And it's the same story with the inline shock on the rear. It is so well synced with the natural ride character of this Flare. Just the way it flows, the way you can grab traction at the last minute, and the accuracy through little pinch points like that could really ruin your rear mech if you weren't careful. You know, don't think just because it's steel this is all over the place. Far from it. You got so much traction to work with, you can take it to the absolute ragged limit of these big toothy WTB tyres, and even with a relatively long 437mm back end, it still chops and changes direction. Woo! Drops in online and punches back out again beautifully. Oh yes, it even manuals well, and I don't manual. And one thing that's really surprised me about this bike is how well it climbs in terms of technical traction and line holding. I mean, the seat angle ain't that steep, 74 degrees, so you do have to perch forward on the tip when it gets really steep, but traction from the back wheel is impeccable. I mean, you're not going to hurry the climbs, it's no race bike, weighs 14.7 kilos complete, so it is a chunk of weight. But if you're not in a hurry, just into cleaning stuff, then this has been phenomenal today. And that is a real bonus, because this is a bike you're going to want to go back to the top of the hill on again and again and again. I was about to say, until your mum says it's time to come in. So Sounds a bit weird because I'm 47, but that's exactly how riding this bike makes you feel. Like you're a kid out after school, just larking about, ignoring your homework, just having an absolute blast. But it's when you top out and you know there's a tasty trail on the menu, that's when this flare really shows. Well, I guess it's flare. Yes, over. You badden. And again, because there's not a huge amount of travel, when you do lean it over, you're very much in touch, in control of that lean angle. Got loads of information coming off those excellent new WTB G2 tyres. So you can just cut a tighter line. I mean, I normally make a pig's ear of that section, end up getting hogged over that rock, but this is that little bit of extra compliance and traction from the steel frame, plus that super plush fork action, the feel through the bottom of my feet and through the grips is just so rich, so much to work with, and so little distortion, just enough kind of dilution of the impact, so you can still see you're not getting your brains blown out, but proper high definition thrill experience on this bike. Absolute joy to ride. Yes, Cotic. Yes, Si. Everyone involved. Sam, the demo man, who you really need to book an appointment with to have this much fun yourself. Shouldn't have to keep all this to myself, but if you've written off the idea of a short travel 27.5 bike just because you thought 29er or longer travel would be faster, then I haven't got swell. I'll have to see Strava later, but it certainly feels quick, and that perhaps is the most important thing of all. It feels really bloody rapid, and most of all, it just feels like a fantastic load of fun. So thanks for watching. Thanks to Si for sending me the bike and contributing towards the making of the video. Hopefully it'll come across. Hopefully you've seen how much I've enjoyed riding this thing. To be honest, I'll be straight up, it's been a surprise. I've always, you know, I'm normally a big 29er fan. I normally need the help of a bigger wheel. Not so much long travel. That's, you know, I like a bike that really involves me and doesn't feel like I'm the one letting it down. So the mid travel aspect of it, I thought I'd really like, but I thought, I need a 29er, I need that pace, I need that easy rolling. But this, oh, this is a knee down, have a go hero. So it's a proper little terrier, proper tenacious terrier, and I bloody loved it. So that's my honest opinion. I have to throw in some downsides. Not everyone's going to like the aesthetic. It weighs 14.7 kilos, which is a lot for a 125mm trail bike. That's because it's got steel front end, but then the warmth and the ride quality of that steel front end is just absolutely fantastic. The way this bike feels, whether it's just grabbing that last bit of traction that hoys you up a hill, or whether it's lent right over so the bars are dragging, just that warmth, that connection, that little bit of subtlety and flow. The way it hooks in is just so good, so visceral, so just involving. And it's really hard to get that from a clinical carbon frame or a super stiff alloy frame that might well be lighter and might, you know, go a bit further and faster for your watts. But this is about having fun. It's not, maybe not about comms and, you know, your social media crowing. This is just about, I'm happy I've had a really good ride, and I'm happy every time I go out on this bike I'll have a really good ride, because the paint will still look good and the bearings will still work, and Cotic will look after me because they're a small company based in the UK. They're not some, you know, offshore megamart who might give me better value for money on componentry. it's just really, really good fun mountain. I mean, mountain biking is fundamentally a stupid thing to do. It's going out and riding a bike and potentially breaking it yourselves. And what do? When you master a trail, you go out and find something more difficult, and you just pretend, you know, you always want to challenge yourself. And this is a bike that in some situations really does challenge you. You know, with that 66-degree head angle doesn't get away with as much as a 64. But then again, when you're really whipping between the rocks and you're diving in, it just keeps you more involved, and it gives you that agility, that real responsiveness that makes, you know, it adds an element. Yeah, it's not a bike that just erases any feeling of skill or any sensation of the terrain. It just really, it's kind of like, it's like a really, really good sauce, like a lemon zest or a hot chili sauce. It just like, boom, it makes all the flavours of the trail really, really explode even more than normal. I'm clearly getting carried away here. I'm making all sorts of operatic hand gestures. Have a go, ring Sam the demo guy and get on one. Put your preconceptions about big wheels and big travel aside. Yes, they're faster and smoother, but that is not necessarily what you want from mountain biking, and that is what this bike has proved this morning to me. And incidentally, it's also dropped to 29er in the process most of this morning. So yeah, maybe Strava will tell an interesting story when I get back to the van. If it does, I'll update it. If it doesn't, I don't care. I've had a blast. And so yeah, thanks to Cotic, thanks to you for watching, and thanks for guys like Giro, Scott, 7 Mesh, Ilkley MTB for putting these trails together, Endura for the gloves, 661 for the helmets. Thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, get busy in the well, comments and questions section below, which is probably why YouTube call it that. And obviously there'll be a tech talk round video for anything I've forgotten while I've been getting overexcited riding this thing. So, Cotic Flare, Gold XT mix with Hunt Wheel and Hope Brake upgrade is what you've been looking at. I've been Guy Kesteven for 47 years, and for 22 of them I've spent it testing bikes. And this is a dead good one. Oh, I am blathering on. Good night. Thank you. Ta-ra.